Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod that is not a vehicle. It is a prop. It is the Saturn V model rocket, and yes, many years ago I did make a video for Saturn V model rocket, but this one is different. It looks pretty much the same because there's only so many different ways a Saturn V model rocket can look, but the implementation of this one is completely different. It's based on the thrusters that were released with the Hero version of the bus. So there are two ways you can drive this thing. Well, I say drive, but all you can really do is thrust or not thrust. You can thrust by just holding down the throttle like I'm doing right here. Or if you want to toggle it, you can just hit T and that toggles it. And as you see, this thing is stupid fast. I'm going so fast, I can't even tell how fast I'm going right now. If we go to 100 times slow-mo, you can see it's covering ground at an absolutely ridiculous rate. Still kind of hard to tell how fast it's going that fast. So let me give you guys a different way of measuring the speed. We're going to put a car right here, okay? And we're just going to watch the rocket from this spot at full speed. Then it literally is going so fast, it basically disappears. That's how fast it's going. Like here, look, I'm going to just take the camera off of it as it's going, and then it's gone. It's like a rocket, right? Because it is a rocket. Yeah, we're going to do that same thing. 100 times slow-mo. We're going to put the car here again, though, because the car is a nice reference point. So truck goes down. And which is going to happen first? The truck landing on the ground or the rocket disappearing? Rocket disappearing. It's going so fast. Like, the truck doesn't even look like it's moved yet from the forces of gravity, and the rocket is off of the screen. That thing is crazy. So let's go ahead and calm this thing down. We don't have no brakes or anything. We literally just have, we're accelerating and we're not accelerating. And eventually it'll slide down to a stop, but I don't know how long that'll take. I mean, I think it's still going at, yeah, it's still going at ludicrously fast speeds. You can see just disappearing instantly. If we're patient enough, it will come to a stop. And what we could do is just let that one keep going and we'll spawn up a new one to play around with. So let's say, give me a new one of these, spawn it up right next to the truck. And now we're going to attach this to the truck, but I don't want to attach it to body panels that could fall off. Like if we attach it to the door or the fender, it'll just rip right off just like that probably. That's what'll happen. We can attach to the bed though. That's nice and strong. So what I'm doing is I'm removing both of the fenders and then we're going to try attaching it directly to the inside part of the fender right there because I think that's basically the frame of the vehicle. And then to the bed as well because that's a pretty sturdy part. And I'm going to try something. I'm not sure if it'll work. I'm going to park the truck right here and I'm gonna hit clone and hopefully we get one on the left and one on the right of the truck. Oh, and the other one has come to a stop over here, miles away from where we're at probably because it was going so fast. So we're gonna go ahead and clone current and perfect, it's on the other side. Now we just gotta attach it. So I'll grab this part, slow down the strength there. I don't want to accidentally break it as I grab it. So we'll attach it right there with the front, and then for the rear, we just gotta find a spot somewhere on the bed that's close. Go right there. That should work. This is good. This is good. Okay. So now we do the same for this side. We attach one piece right there. And then figure out which side is oriented up. I think it's that one. So there we go. All right. This truck is ready to go. Does it drive any different with the rockets attached before they're on? No, it does not affect the truck at all. It feels like it's still stable and easy to drive. So let's get up to speed a little bit. We'll get it up to about 100 miles per hour, and then we're going to go to the rockets. If we don't need them at these low speeds, it'll probably just cause me to lose control. I want them kicking them in after we're up to speed. So 80 miles per hour, that's close enough probably. So we'll kick in this rocket, kick in that rocket, and then, yeah! It just takes off. 250, 300 miles per hour. Oh, we're losing control. The tires are popping. Oh my goodness. That was insane. The acceleration was just out of this world because those are made to go out of this world. Like I didn't think about that as it came out of my mouth. I realized what I was saying. So I think the wheels are actually okay in the end. So we could try doing it from a stop and see what happens here, but I'm afraid we might just lose control instantly. So rocket 1, rocket 2, and go. No, we don't lose control instantly. It's really actually pretty smooth. And we're up to 300. Like right when you get 300, it kind of just swerves on its own to the side. That's not me doing that or anything. It's just, it's going too fast for the truck to be able to handle right. Or maybe it's just a little bit too much thrust a little bit to one side, which caused it to go really crooked. Ooh, what if we have all the thrust in just one side? That's gonna be good, isn't it? Yes! Donuts! We're doing the best donuts you ever seen! Actually, if I put one in the other direction, then it would really spin. We're gonna try that. So we'll just reset all of them real quickly. And we even reset the extra one, which I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. Well, actually, I don't even know where it ended up. It's somewhere else completely. That's right. This isn't where we started, is it? Alright, so I want to park in between the two, and I'm gonna save that spot for convenience. So put it right here, and save the spot. So we're gonna attach it where one's pointing one direction, one's pointing the opposite. That is the goal. I just need to find my mouse cursor. There it is. So, grab this one. Oh wait, you know what? Let's go ahead and, instead of tearing off the fenders, let's remove them completely, because I'm thinking maybe because I tore them off, it might have pulled the frame a little bit and made it a little bit crooked, and that might be why it ended up pulling to the side a little bit. So we're gonna go to body, and then we want to find the fenders, and we're gonna remove both of them. What is cut front fender? Does that cut? I can't remember what that one looks like. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that's from. That is from a mod that I haven't done a video for yet. We'll get to that soon. There's an update coming for it, and I want to wait for the update to happen because the update sounds like it's going to add something cool. So anyways, there you go. No fenders, easy attachments now. First, we'll attach this one to the front, and we'll let it attach up. Well, actually, instead of letting it attach up, let's grab this side and start spinning it. Nope, I can't grab it. There we go. Start spinning it. See, that's why I wanted to start spinning it, because it's kind of messed up the way it attached. I gotta yank it about a bit. Hey, truck, stop rolling. There we go. Now we should be able to just attach it to that spot, and perfect. Line up the truck with the next one. Back it up a little bit, and this time we're putting the parking brake on so it doesn't wobble all over the place. You notice this fender did get pulled all messed up. Doesn't matter though, because we're not trying to go in a straight line this time anyways. But it is worth noting that's because of the way I attached it. Which is the side we want to attach? I think it's this node. So we attach it there. And then here comes the stupidity. Freeze physics, launch. And let's see, this one is a truck, right? There we go. Oh, yes. Take the camera off so you can see how fast it's actually spinning. Oh, it's tearing itself apart. It's going so fast. You see body panels flying off. Hold on, let me go slow-mo here. So this is 16 times slow-mo. It's going 16 times faster than what you're seeing right there. That is pretty fast. And I'm really glad I attached it directly to the frame of the vehicle and not the body panels here, because it would have torn them off, I'm sure. I can't tell. It's going so fast, I cannot tell if it's accelerating or not. But right now, it is doing this amazing spin, and I think it'll look amazing if it crashes into another car. So we're going to put a car, hopefully, like, right in front of it and see what happens. It should, like... So actually, we'll just like, let it kind of coast in real slowly. Oh, it shreds me! It shreds me! Like, my whole front got shredded right there. Alright, here we go. We're going to go for round 2. It's going to hit me hard. There goes my hood. There goes, well, just, it kind of damaged the frame up a little bit. That thing is deadly. It actually... Oh, wow, it hit it so hard, it broke the drive shaft. I can't believe how deadly that thing is. This is going to be even a harder hit. We're going to be driving into it about 100 miles per hour with this thing, plus the speed of the rotation. It is going to cause some chaos here. All right, again, we're going to get some slow-mo. Yeah, that thing's going real fast. The rotational speed on that is huge. And it already broke a drive shaft, and it did so much damage to the side right there, and that was a secondary impact. The front ruined, and engine broken in the bottom left, so that's another destroyed vehicle. It looks like it finally calmed down. I guess the rockets ran out of juice. Yeah. That was working amazingly, though. I want to do that again with maybe a different vehicle for the spinning part. Like, what's another vehicle that... Ooh! The Bolide would work really good for the spinning part, I bet. Because it's like 2 ramps, right? You got a ramp in the front and ramp in the rear. Something hits it and it'll just fly off. So we'll use the Notte edition. And you know what? I wonder if it would spin faster if we remove the wheels. Something that might be worth trying. First, though, I got to find the attachment points. I can't remember exactly how sturdy some of these parts are. So like right there, that is a good spot to attach it to. It's not going anywhere. And then what about this front fender? Is this detachable? Yes, it is. So we'll remove the front fenders and then we'll attach it directly to the rear because the rear looks pretty strong. Chassis, body, and then we're looking for front fenders. Go ahead and get rid of that one. Well, actually, we can get rid of the fender flare, so we might as well. Oh wait, or is that just that's just that little part right there. But it might get in the way. So we'll remove it because it might mess things up a little bit. And I just have a little more area to work with. I don't want to accidentally attach to the fender flare and then it tears it off. Then we'll remove the other one there. This should be good to go. Perfect. Nice big fat meaty attachment points right there. I'm going to just reset the rockets because they kind of got shifted all over the place a little bit. There we go. And before I attach this one, I want to do a 180 with it and then attach it because I think that'll work a little bit better. So I'm going to just do that real quickly. Probably would have been easier to rotate it instead of flip it, but whatever. It worked. And what do I want to attach this? All right, looking kind of like what attachment points I have. So one part will have to attach there probably. And that means this part will attach probably right there or maybe right there even. Let's see here. This is as close as I can to being lined up. That's about where it'll be. So this one it'll be, we'll attach it to the rear, but we got to make sure we don't attach it accidentally to the bumper. There we go. That was a good attachment. Then we'll get this and attach it over here. That looks pretty promising. Okay. Then we'll do the same for this one, or the mirrored image for this one. Put that there. And then put this, not in the bumper. There we go. That looks right. Now we are ready for thrust. Freeze physics. Oh, we got to reset this guy, I guess. Wait, why was the car shaking in frozen physics? That's weird. Notice that? That doesn't usually happen. That's kind of strange. Anyways, I don't know what I actually put the thrust on for. So, okay, all the thrust is still off. So, that guy, he could thrust, sure, why not? Alright, both of them are thrusting. There we go. It is taking off, and it is making all kinds of crashing noises, but I can't really tell what's going on because we also use smoke screen at the same time. Okay, we see a little bit of damage. The doors are kind of been pulled off from the G-forces, but nothing too extreme at the moment. And again, I can't really tell if it's accelerating or not because it's already going so fast. I'm going to assume that's about its top speed, and we're going to see how it destroys my car. Or if it'll pop me in the air or what. Oh, that's an even better idea. Instead of using this, let's use the T-Series with the plow and see if we can plow into it or not. I don't know what'll happen for sure here, but I'm thinking the T-Series should win just because it has so much weight to it. Alright, here you go. Gonna have a decent speed at it. Gonna hit it about 30 miles per hour. Here we go. Plow it! Plow it! There we go, it actually did it! It plowed through! Although it got deflected hard, like it got shoved to the side. You saw that? Like it wasn't truly a win for the T-Series. Here, let's try it without the plow so you can see it actually get shredded, hopefully. So we'll just grab a fifth wheel. And then let's try that again. So full speed at this thing's going to be a little bit slower than last time because we're a little bit closer. But it should be just as destructive, if not more. There we go. There we go. Tear it up. It lit it on fire. Still driving, though, so we're going to come back for round two. I mean, that doesn't look like a lot of damage to the T-Series, but the T-Series is big and strong. That is a lot of damage to it. Aw, we're all out of juice. Those are good attachment points, though. It kept it attached, and it spun really well. Well, one of the rockets kind of destroyed itself a little bit in the process. All right. We need to remove this guy. He's just confusing me because I'll see him like, wait, what rocket is this? How about we try this again? This time, though, we're going to just attach him for raw speed and see how fast we can go. I think this thing should go a little bit faster than the pickup truck could. So we'll attach that to there. And we'll do the same for this side. Perfect. I'll wait for that to attach up while I get the other side done. Make sure I do it right. So bring it into there. Perfect. And then do the same for this one right. Can't tell from this camera angle which is the bumper and which is the part I actually want to attach it to. There we go. All right, we are ready for takeoff. Freeze physics. Rocket 1, Rocket 2. Go to the car, and we are off. Whoa, this thing, not so easy to control. We're going to go ahead and turn the rockets off and then let it coast down. We're going to get up to speed and then launch off the rockets. I think the problem is the truck was pretty heavy, so it was able to cope with all of the extra thrust. This car's reasonably lightweight, so when it has all that thrust kicking in, it's just a little bit more fragile and it's easier to lose balance. And it's maybe also because it's a mid-engine car, so there's more weight in the rear, which makes it harder to control when the thrust is kicking in. We'll see what happens here. And no, I can't do anything. It kind of just goes whichever way it wants to. It looks really mean and aggressive though, because the rockets are kind of pushing the front a little bit downwards, if you notice that. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing to go in a straight line. It's just swirling all over the place. How hard is it to go straight? Apparently very difficult. Come on, go straight, go straight. No, I can hold it just for a few seconds and that's it. Like right here, there, I hold it and we're spinning and we're spinning. So we'll just have to reset everything. Rockets have become noodles. And how about we try something a little bit different? We're going to get another T-Series. And instead of attaching the rockets to this one, I'm just going to set the rockets inside of it. And then see what that does. So we're just going to go ahead and get one of the rockets. And we're going to place it right inside of the cab right about there. Then we're going to get the other rocket and do something similar for it. Like right here. And then we're going to go ahead and put the thrust on for this one. Then we got to do the other one as well. And that other truck messed me up. I got confused about what was what. So there's the other rocket. And now we go back to this truck and we can go ahead and drive it around. So you see, this thing has so much weight. The rockets don't even have to really be attached on this thing. It's just able to go in a straight line pretty easy here. I think it's going to go really fast too. I put it into manual mode here so we don't have to worry about the engine blowing up. We're up to 200 miles per hour and it's still accelerating. Once you get to about 300, I want to crash into something with a 300 mile per hour T-Series. I know it'll obliterate a car, but maybe it'll obliterate itself if we hit a big enough of a brick wall. And we're going to hit the biggest brick wall there is. So there's over 300 miles per hour. We're going to go ahead and freeze physics and then find the brick wall I want. I want the big one that almost nothing can actually drive through. It's this one. This thing destroys vehicles if you so much as try to drive through it. So we're just going to place it right in front of the T-Series right about here. And then we're going to get a good camera angle on this thing and unfreeze physics. So this is at 100 times slow-mo right here. And let's see, can it make it through? Well, it's making it through, but oh no, the cab is not making it through. Like just the frame made it through. Oh, that thing is completely ruined. It's not often you see a T-Series get that destroyed. But that's the power of a 300 mile per hour crash into some cinder blocks. Rockets are doing whatever they want. And that's all that's left. I don't know if I've ever seen a T-Series be that little of a piece before. The brakes still work though, so that's a positive, I guess. It even made the air brake sound, so even the air brakes are working. I got way too many things out now. I can't even keep track of this all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove. Well, I was gonna remove this, but let's just remove everything but a single rocket. And we're gonna just try to crash the rocket into cars. And I want to show you that it hasn't gone well doing this for me. If you go too fast, it'll basically phase right through the car. So you got to crash it at pretty low speeds. But the rocket doesn't actually weigh that much, so it doesn't do much. Like you saw, it whipped into that car real hard, but it didn't do too much damage because it's so light. So you can try to do this. I don't know, it's not going in a straight line. Like every time I try to accelerate, it's doing this spiral of death thing. And that's not what I want. So I'm thinking maybe I need to spawn up a new one because when it bounces on the ground, it maybe messes up. So we'll just replace the one we got. And then does it go straight now? Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to crash this into a car. So we accelerate it for a bit, freeze physics. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the car and we're going to put it right in front of it. And you can see how fast it's moving. We're already over this far away, so it should hit it at a pretty decent speed. I'm putting the car slightly underground. That way it can't go under the car completely. I'll do 100 times slow-mo and then let's see what happens. It still kind of snuck its way under the car, but it got flattened hard. And the car kind of got popped up, whereas we're losing pieces of the car a little bit. We've got the hubcap gone. Doors want to come off. Hood wants to come off, but it looks like it kind of worked okay that time. The rocket got a little bit flattened though for sure. How's the car? Can it still drive? Yeah, it can. Not very well though. I think it can just do... Oh wait, no, it can't do anything. It cannot drive, period. And you can't do it at the really high speeds. Like eventually this thing is just going so fast that it doesn't affect the vehicle it hits. Like right there, it barely did anything. It went so fast it kind of just clipped right through it. So we'll do that again, except even faster. We're going to let it just go like super stupid fast here. And then we're just going to put the car right in front of it where it can't possibly be avoided. Like that's going to hit the car no matter what. It's going to go through it so fast that you'll be able to barely be able to see it. Here we go. Whoop! And it shredded a tire. And a couple of pieces like broke afterwards. But it's so fast, it's just glitchy. That's what ends up happening. How's the rocket? Yeah, it's just destroyed as well. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, but this is one of those videos where I know you guys might have some awesome ideas, so do leave some comments for that, and if there are enough cool ideas, we will have a part 2 for the rocket. So until then, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya!